for my students, and it's an attempt to help them understand what is aldol condensation reaction, which is a very important reaction in their chemistry syllabus for class 12th. So let's get started. First, we should know that what is aldol. Aldol, as the name suggests, it's a combination of aldehyde and alcoholic functional group. So it's a compound which contains aldehyde and alcohol functional group, and it is also called beta hydroxyaldehyde. If I take an example here, this is ethanol. Ethanol has this alpha carbon because the functional group is CHO, and the carbon to which functional group is attached, we call that alpha carbon, and there are 3 alpha hydrogens here, as you can see. So this is a prerequisite for aldol reaction to take place. Those compounds, carbonyl compounds, which contain alpha hydrogen in them, they undergo this particular type of reaction which is called aldol condensation. And in this reaction, we need dilute NaOH. As I am explaining here, we call it beta hydroxyaldehyde. You will notice that here functional group attached to this is alpha, and the OH is coming on beta after the completion of the reaction. So they come in this category of beta hydroxyaldehydes. This particular type of compound, it can be made by ketones also. Same condition applies. They should have alpha hydrogen in them. If you see the examples given here, propanol. Propanol has this alpha hydrogen and this alpha hydrogen, 2 alpha hydrogens on both the sides of CO, to which CO is attached directly. And we can say that there are 6 alpha hydrogens in acetone. So this will also undergo this type of reaction. And the compound is called ketol because that will be having an OH group and ketonic group. So ketol. This is benzaldehyde. Here the CHO is attached to this carbon of benzene. Now there is no hydrogen on this carbon of benzene, so this will not show you the aldol condensation reaction. It cannot make aldol. Same way you have methanol here. There is only one carbon and that is of the functional group. There is no alpha carbon, so there cannot be any alpha hydrogen also. This will also not show aldol reaction. Let us understand self-aldol first using example of ethanol. Here alpha hydrogens are important because alpha hydrogens are acidic in nature. That is why we say that for making aldol, alpha hydrogen should be there in the carbonyl compound, because when the base comes, we are taking dilute NaOH. It is going to abstract alpha hydrogen. And why alpha hydrogen is acidic in nature? Because the carbon having alpha hydrogens is attached to carbonyl group. In the carbonyl group, oxygen is more electronegative. So there will be shifting of electrons towards oxygen. It will be pulling away electron density, which will help hydrogens, alpha hydrogens, to go out easily as H plus ions. So this makes the alpha hydrogens acidic in nature. When this happens, I will be getting this enolate ion, this carbanion, which is a result of alpha hydrogen removal by the base that I have taken. Here we'll be taking another molecule of ethanol only, because self-aldol we take pure compound, we take only one carbonyl compound. So carbanion is formed by one molecule of ethanol, and now it is going to attack on the carbon of carbonyl group of another ethanol molecule only. Simultaneously the electron density is going to shift here. I will be getting a product. This is what we have to learn, that how to write these structures. Be very careful that I am writing the CH3 first. I have written the CH, which is attached to O with a negative charge because of the shift of electron density. and this is further attached to CH2 followed by CHO. Then H plus, which was removed, will come here and I will get this aldol. This is beta hydroxy aldehyde. The IUPAC name is going to be, I'll start numbering from here, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this becomes 3-hydroxybutanol. This is aldol. If I heat this aldol, it loses water. That is why the term aldol condensation is generally used. If you do not heat this aldol, it will remain as aldol. If you heat it, it is going to lose water. It will lose water by losing OH from here, and from any of the adjacent carbons it will lose hydrogen. So there are different possibilities, but we generally write only the major product as per Saytzeff rule, which says that more substituted alkene is more stable. So I am writing this only, which is the major product. You should always write the IUPAC names for practice. So the IUPAC name of this compound, which is formed by condensation by removal of water, will be but-2-enol. Why do we call it self-aldol? We call it self-aldol because here I am taking only one type of compound, only one type of molecules from a single compound. I have taken ethanol, which gave me this carbanion. Then I had shown the attack on another molecule of ethanol. When we understand cross-aldol, which is the other category under aldol reaction, it will be a reaction between two different carbonyl groups having alpha hydrogens. One may be ethanol, other may be butanol, one may be ketone, say acetone, and it is reacting with any other aldehyde or ketone. So that is cross-aldol. Another example for self-aldol is here in front of you. I have taken propanol here, and these are the alpha hydrogens. So be careful that when you have to remove alpha hydrogens, remove any one of them. Generally, students have this in mind that we have to remove hydrogens from the terminal carbon because mostly the ethanol example is discussed. So I am purposely discussing it. We do not have to touch these hydrogens. We have to remove this or this when it reacts with NaOH, and it is going to give me a carbanion as shown here. I'll be showing the attack on another molecule of propanol only because it is self-aldol. It attacks here because of the polarity. This carbon has delta positive charge. As it is attached to oxygen, which is more electronegative, so delta negative charge. And we shift the electron density like this. Write down the product side by side, and then you can see if our products are same or not. Try it without looking on the screen first. CH3. Okay, I'll write first. This I'll show as O negative. Now here we have to be careful. This is attached to CH, which was having a negative charge, and the CH is further attached to one CHO and one CH3. Then you can count the bonds of each carbon. Each carbon should have total 4 bonds. And here the H plus will come to make it OH. Now this compound is the aldol. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So very clearly it is pentanol, and pentanol has hydroxy and methyl. So I will call it 3-hydroxy-2-methyl pentanol. And now we know if we heat it, what is going to happen? It is going to lose water. So I will be writing only the major product. Give this product only if it is specifically asked in the question that when you heat aldol, what will you get? Otherwise, stop at aldol. Again, major product I am writing. I have removed OH from here and H from this carbon, which has CH3 as a substituent, and further CHO is attached here. If you write the name here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is pent 2 enol with this methyl substituent. So it will be 2 methyl pent 2 enol. Okay, let us understand cross aldol reaction now. When two different aldehydes or ketones, or maybe one aldehyde and one ketone, if we start the reaction with that, it is called cross aldol. If both the starting material have alpha hydrogens in them, then you are going to get 4 products, which will be explained in the upcoming slides. But if only one of them has alpha hydrogen, like here I have taken methanol, which is without any alpha hydrogen, and here you have enolate ion, which has come from ethanol. So I have started with ethanol and methanol. So only ethanol has alpha hydrogen. I'll get 2 products. Let us see how. This carbon ion, this carbon with a negative charge, is going to attack on this carbon because of its positive charge, partial delta positive charge, because it is involved in a polar bond, CO bond. And simultaneously this electron density is going to shift here from the pi bond. It will give me CHO. I am writing this CHO. It's up to you whether you write it on right hand side or left hand side, but be careful while showing the bonds with other carbons. So you get CH2 here, and this carbon I'm showing now, it has 2 hydrogens on it, and the oxygen has converted to O negative, and then on this O negative H plus will come. So finally I am going to get this particular beta hydroxy aldehyde, which is called aldol. This is result of cross aldol, and then you can heat it and remove water to complete the condensation. I can show the attack of CH2 negative, CHO, on another molecule of CH3 CHO, because in the same container you have other molecules of ethanol also. So self aldol is also possible. So I am showing it this way, and as explained earlier, this negative charged carbon is going to attach here. This will shift here, and it will give you this product, which is already discussed in this presentation. These are the 2 products, this cross aldol, and this is a result of self aldol. If I take ethanol and propanol, both of them have alpha hydrogens. Now I am going to get 4 products. These 2 products will be a result of self aldol, because here ethanol is going to attack on ethanol and propanol is going to attack on propanol in the presence of strong base NaOH, dilute NaOH, and I'll be getting 2 products of cross aldol reaction. Total 4 products. These 2 we have already discussed in the beginning of the presentation. So I am explaining now how this cross aldol is going to give me these products. If I start with ethanol, this is the enolate ion, and this enolate ion is going to attack on propanol. Just show the attack of this carbon on this carbon of carbonyl group. Shift the electron density here. Write down the entity that you are going to get. I am showing you here CH3. I have written this, CH2 next to it, and this is going to convert to CHO negative, on which H plus will come, so this converts to CHOH. Now you have understood how aldol is to be shown, so we can straight away write. And then this carbon is getting attached to this, so I am showing the CH2 and CHO now. Now you know how you are going to get this pent to enol. You simply have to show that you are heating this and it is going to lose water. Other product which is coming from cross aldol. Now here you have this coming from propinol, enolatine, and it is going to attack on ethanol. Show the attack like this. Shift it here. Write down the CH3. The CHO is going to convert to CHOH, and here the CH will come now, and this CH in turn is attached to one more CH3, further CHO. So I have got my aldol here. I'll simply heat it and get this 2-methyl but 2-enol by loss of water molecule. Ketol. The reaction can be carried out for ketones also, as I told you. The only condition is that the ketone or aldehyde should have alpha hydrogen. So we can see there are 3 hydrogens here and 3 here, both alpha hydrogens. So here if you take Na, dilute NaOH, or another option is barium hydroxide, it will be able to abstract acidic hydrogen. In the same manner, you will be showing that CH2, remove any one alpha hydrogen, CH2 negative, CO, CH3 will be formed as shown here. Then this, here is the negative charge on carbon. This will attack on another molecule of its own kind, because here I have taken 2 molecules of acetone, propanone only, in the presence of base. Simultaneously this electron density will shift here. This is how you write the product, which is ketol. Because of this ketonic group here, we call it ketol, beta hydroxy ketone. And then on heating, it is also going to lose water to give you the more substituted alkene in major amount. So this is the major product. This way you can write ketol and aldol formation, and you can explain easily that how different products are formed, how different number of products are formed if you have starting material having alpha hydrogen, all of them, if it is cross aldol, or just one of them. Still there will be abstraction of acidic hydrogen and the reaction will proceed. So you can write as many examples as you want. More examples you write, more proficient you will be in writing these products. I hope the presentation helps you in understanding aldol condensation. Thank you very much.